I guess I can't use both at the same time. And again, this is also plug it into a USB charger and away you go. The purpose for this one is it's in my truck. I have one in my truck and one in my tractor. So if I got a flat tire or something, I can put this on and, fix whatever I gotta fix. And the fact that it's made by Nitecore, I know it's not going to break, and I know the battery, because it's lithium, is going to last for a long ass time. That's the first one. The second one, again, it's a strap-on kind, and I'm not a fan of straps, like I said, but the light itself, wow. It's another Nitecore. This one's pretty sharp. It does take CR123s or the 18650s, just like my other ones. This little thing, notice, is angled. Alright. And as you can see, it's bright as heck. And I took this thing out at night, and I was able to see across my yard. I don't want to flash it at the camera, but that's without flashing it at the camera, so you should be able to see how bright it is. And then, of course, it's got... don't blind myself. The strap it's kind of unique because it does come with, your pocket holder or belt holder. But instead of having a solid mount for the headband, they're plastic. They're rubber, like rubber band type. You just slide it in or slide it out as needed. And of course you can adjust your angle just by turning it in the rubber things. So I thought that was pretty cool. And this is something I'll probably throw in like my motorcycle or my camping gear, that kind of thing. Something that, it's universally used. I'm still considering what I'll do with it, because the one thing I do like is the fact I can take this out, and where this tactical light for my vest is good, it's not nowhere near as bright. This sucker, I can I can attach to my vest, and now I've got, a super ass bright light on my vest, and I can keep myself hands free. Plus I don't have to wear the head strap if I don't want to. I can just do it like that. And I haven't been able to find, anything comparable that has got that angle. I mean, like the old military, you remember the old military angled periscope lights? Well, that's what this is, except that with modern technology. So I really like this one. And it's something for those of you like me that have a tack vest, that kind of thing. This is something I'd definitely consider if I were you. I'm still playing with mine and figuring out all the nuances. I probably will put this one in my bike, but I'm seriously considering getting one more, and it'll be the light that I'll take off my Streamlight version and put this on as my tactical light on my vest. And then I'll put this in my pack, as backup. Because definitely more light is better. And the fact this uses my 18650s as well means it'll last a heck of a lot longer on top of it. Alright, next in the lighting. Why don't we do these? Of course, lighting in your house is going to be an issue. Now I got this flipped upside down, and you can probably see it lit up on its own. I'm going to wait for a second for it to go out. I wanted to find something that you could set and was battery powered, but bright enough to light up an area, well enough to see. And so we have, with our remodeling too, it even came in handy, because under our counters, instead of adding all new electrical, we're adding these. And I'll tell you what, they work great. Now you can get them with motion, which, as you see, this is motion sensor, or you can get them with push button. You can get them with switches on them too if you want, but you can get a separate battery powered wireless switch. and we have a couple of those, or just get them like this with the motion sensor, which is what we're using under the counter and stuff. And they're nice because they turn off relatively quickly. I know it's hard to tell how bright this actually is. This one is good for, like I said, under counters, kitchen counters, that kind of thing, over drawers, over a small sink or something, that type of thing. The bigger baby, the bigger one, I'm going to turn it upside down. I've got this turned off. This is the bigger model, which you put one of these in a room, it's going to light it up. Put two of them in it, it's going to pretty much feel like you've got regular lights, but they're battery operated. This takes 4 AAAs. This one has a built-in battery pack. And I haven't pulled it apart yet, but I'm guessing it's probably AA. So once I take one apart and find out, I'll let you know. But it comes with them, so I'm not going to worry about it right now, because this one also, this one I've got to take the batteries out and recharge them, which I end up doing probably once a week, which is not a big deal. This one, you can just plug into USB and plug it into a USB source. And it'll charge it right up. And that's pulling 130 milliamp. So a lot less than the other light was. Alright. Oops. You can see the motion sensors are nice and sensitive. That's the word. The other nice thing about these is, you notice they do have the screw mounts. Well, you don't need them because they come with a magnetic strip. And so far, none of them have fallen off. Peel the tape, stick it on. It's 3M tape, so it sticks. And then if you got to take it off to charge, just pull it off the magnet. No mounting hassle whatsoever. Grass or something. So I really like that too. I mean, I just pick and steal. Never mind, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this one also has, because it's bigger, it's got a few other features. When it's red, okay, it is in a mode where it's both light and motion sensor turned on. So in other words, it's got to be dark and it's got to detect motion to turn on. As you can see, it's not doing anything. You hold the button down again and it goes to blue, and now it's motion sensor only. So it turns on and off just with motion. Lighting does not matter, which is really nice, you know, because in the daytime, of course, why do you want the thing coming on every time you walk by it? So turn it on the first mode, and it remembers the setting. Now I've just gone back to blue. This thing is, as you can see, it's bright here. It's plenty bright. All right. Now let's do this one and see. These are plenty bright too, even though it's a lot smaller. Not quite. It's not anywhere near as bright as this one was, but you know, look at the size. It's what, 6 inches, 8 inches, 7 inches. So those are two solutions that you've got for your lighting for, you know, in your home, or you know, you can slap a couple on the walls or whatever, and you don't have to have a bunch of wires, you don't have to have a bunch of 12-volt batteries sitting around, that kind of thing. And of course, you can charge everything again with solar panels, you know, portable solar panels or charge packs like this or whatever. Next, got let's say that you want to add a little light, but you also, it's hot out, so you need a fan. Well, you could do something like this. And we use these for camping and things like that in tents. And this one, you know, you've got your nice fan, low and high. And then you've also got your lantern. And this one uses D cells, which of course I can charge. But that lasts, I don't know, 2-3 days on a single, if not more, depending on how much you use the fan. It'll last a good 24 hours with the fan running. Without the fan, just the light, it'll last days. And you know, it's got the hanger like this, the handhold, and you can adjust all this. And it's also got your hanger so you can just hang it up. And you know, I could adjust my lighting to where I want it to go and have a fan, you know, whatever I want to do. Pretty nice little unit. And again, keep in mind that all this stuff that I test and get is usually pretty inexpensive. It's got little rubber things so you can set it down too and use it, you know, like a regular fan. Most of the stuff that I get is usually relatively inexpensive. You know, most of this is under 20 bucks. I think these were $11 or something for a pack of 2, or was it 1? I don't remember off the top. And this one I think was about 20. So there's that option. Another option, you've probably seen some of these similar advertised on TV by Bell and Howell as well, the same ones that did the tack glasses. These are not that. They look the same, but they're not. These can take batteries, and again, I use rechargeable AA's in mine. And notice this one does not have any batteries in it. There's a reason I left the batteries out to show you. The reason I left the batteries out is because it's also got its own built-in battery pack, battery cell. Now you think, well, okay, that's great. How's it charging? Well, notice this red light has been on as I've been playing. That's because it'll charge solar through ambient light. I don't have to have it out in the sunlight. Okay? Turn off the light. Turn the light back on. And it's charging all on its own. Alright? And you can also plug it into, these are cheap, chintzy ones, so I wouldn't do this as an everyday thing. But you can plug it into an AC inverter or your house plug if you want to do it, and at least get some juice back into it if you don't have any sunlight or something. And they're nice for throwing, you know, if you don't have any sunlight. And keep in mind you can put in batteries too, so that if you haven't been able to charge it by sunlight, you've got the dual mode. Alright. So are those, and this one is a black one, same thing. And then you got these, same thing. Well, not same thing. These are a little bit different. Same basic design. Now in this, you've got no charge power. There. You got a flashlight. Whoa, that is kind of bright. It's LED. Damn, dog hair over everything. Alright. You've got your lantern, just like before. And note that I don't have extra batteries in here. Well, I'm not going to take it apart at the moment. You've got even got a side carrying handle, so if you're using your flashlight, you can carry it. But what's really neat, you can of course charge it with solar. Same thing. It'll take ambient light and it'll charge. You can also charge this one by USB or AC power. And then of course, this one has a built-in fan, which actually puts out quite a bit of, a little noisy, but hey, if it's 100 degrees outside, I don't think you're going to care. And you put it in the sunlight, you know, pretty nice little unit. And they come in a whole bunch of different colors. As you can see, I've got gold and blue. I think the batteries, or the power pack is a little bit low. Why is the light not working now? That's odd. Huh. It was working. Why is it not working now? The fan works, so there's juice. Gonna have to pull this apart and... Or is this the one that I did pull apart? That might be the case. This might be the one that I pulled apart and didn't put back together right. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Used to work, but I did pull one of them apart so I could see what the insides look like. So there's that. And then finally, let's say that you don't have the ability to recharge or charge your batteries, or can't get to the sun. The final one you've got option is something like this. And I have a few of these too. And basically, they take, I think these are 24-hour candles. And you can buy, you know, replacement candles for them, obviously. And when you're using this, you don't have to light all three at the same time. You can just light one. You know, so that's 3 days worth of light. All right, a candle. The other nice thing about a unit like this is it doubles as a stove, so it can cook your food. You know, in a pinch. Of course, there you'd want to light all three, or two, or however much heat you want. But that's your other option. And you know, there's all sorts of different options out there for light and stuff like that. But these are the ones that I use, and the ones that I've played and tried and tested, and you know, the ones that I can recommend because I own and use them, obviously. Oops. If anybody else has any other suggestions that I didn't cover here, or think would fit in this category, then go ahead and leave some comments and fill the rest of us in. Let us know. I guess that's it for this video. I've got another one I'm working on that's for cooking. So this one will probably be in there too, just because it's tied to cooking, but that's a different video. And then I have a third video that has to do with survival tools, you know, axes, hammers, saws, things like that. So anyway, if you got any questions after you see this, let me know, and I'll get this one posted, and should be links below once this is posted. Alright, talk to you all later. Bye.